Okay, so welcome to our meditation. It's Tuesday morning. We're moving into autumn here in the southern hemisphere. It feels a little more wintry. We have the fire going, so it's kind of quiet and close. So settle into the space that you're in. You may be here in the room, you may be listening to this somewhere else in your own space, in your own home, wherever you have found to do this meditation. Settle in. Say to yourself, this is the space that I have chosen. It is a good space, regardless of what happens during the meditation, whether it's quiet or noisy, whether your body reacts or doesn't react to the space that you're in. Do your best to settle and honor the choice to be wherever you are. Try not to second guess. Commit to the meditation where you are. And allow the lower mind to ask questions like, couldn't I be somewhere else? Couldn't I be doing something else? Are you sure this is the best thing that you can be doing? Are you sure this is the best place to meditate? Just say to your lower mind, the choice is made. The choice is made, and the best that we can do now is to be in this moment. Enjoy this meditation. Get the most out of it that we can. Squeeze the last piece of juice out of this meditative fruit that you have chosen to partake in. Grasp the opportunity you have given yourself. So breathe and relax. Now that the choice is made and we have accepted that this is what we are doing, there is no reason to consider anything else that could be happening in this moment. This is the choice. It is a good choice. Honor your choice. Honor your expression of free will. See it for what it is. Breathe into the meditative fruit that you have chosen. Inhale all the good that there is. Allow the free flow of soul life down through your crown, through your body. Let it hit each energy center and refract out according to the purpose of that energy center. And so to pervade all of your body. Allow this, encourage this. welcome this. Love the idea that you are able to encourage and enhance the quantity and quality of light that is entering down through your crown chakra, making its way right along the spiritual channel that exists within you, and on and out, down into the ground, grounding you, establishing you as an integral link between the sun and the earth. You are a meaningful, important, and integral part of the structure of the manifested God, as is everything else playing its part, fulfilling a role. And honor the nature of that which you are, which has free will and has chosen to move to this space, occupy this space, the chair you're in, where you are, and to meditate. This is an application of free will, and it is good. Got someone else? Yes. So we'll just wait for someone else to come in. And we will continue our little meditative journey. Come in, mate. Uh, welcome. Mhm. So now there are more of us. And so we've been settling in, honoring our choice to be here, accepting that now that we have made this choice, that there is nowhere else to be. And so we are extracting all the juice of the fruit of this meditation. In peace and joy. So continue to deepen the peacefulness. Love the choice to meditate. This will promote full participation in this moment. So, Father, Mother God, Creator of all things, we are this integral, important aspect of your manifested body. And we thank you for the opportunity to be this. We extend gratitude We extend love to you and all the other aspects of you that are around us or near us or constitute a part of this earth that is your manifested body. We ask for help to contemplate the ebb and flow of the emanations that come to us, to the possibilities, the events, the changes. Today we wish to contemplate, grasp and understand this ebb and flow so that we may be more at peace at all times. And we welcome those beings of the light, our elder brothers and elder sisters of the Great White Brotherhood, the archangels and angels of the angelic evolution. We welcome the souls of all those that are here and all those that are listening, souls of those that are interested, wish to support or engage. And we are willing to receive all the good there is. And we commit to doing the highest good with that good. Contemplate that there is ebb and flow happening over longer and shorter time frames. And that it is important to understand this if we wish to be in peace within ourselves. If we wish to ensure that our personality, our earthly vehicle, does not inadvertently react to these ebbs and flows in a way that is detrimental to our evolution or the evolution of others. Let us understand this so that we understand other people as well. Contemplate that during every incarnation, our own soul is in deep meditation, transmitting, conveying, giving us life and conscious quality. And that we do this what we will. It's our free will to do whatever it is that we perceive to be beneficial to our journey. For some, this comes from a low place. For some, this comes from a higher place. A lower or higher point of evolution. Only this transmission of soul impression, it's not a constant flow. It comes and it goes, and it will have greater and lesser cycles of influencing effort. And there may be times when our life seems to move forward and we have a great sense of positivity and understanding, and a feeling of being a part of something greater, that, and being able to do something about that. Then there will be other times when the strong flow of impression from our soul is withdrawn to some degree, and we enter a period of quiescence. There's less happening. There are less opportunities to grow and learn and to express. These can have longer and shorter cycles, depending on the purposes of the soul, depending on who we are as an individual on earth. So contemplate that what we have noted is that people respond to these periods in different ways. And the greater the influence of the lower self or the higher self in response to these flows, these opportunities, these impressions from soul. Depending on where the stronger influence of the individual on the earth plane is. This will make a difference. Depends on the characteristics of the person on the earth plane. We've noted that some people find periods of quiescence to be disturbing, not restful, and that the body consciousness, the personality, the earthly vehicle can react as if something is wrong, as if the person might believe that they have done something wrong. They may believe that they have said something or done something that disconnects them from soul and the hierarchy and God. The body may become nervous because the body is used to a high level of activity. A high level of activity may come from all different places. Could be some psychological difficulty with being still. So the person might believe they're being punished, or they have been turned away. They may believe that they are currently practicing in a way that is less effective than how they were practicing before, and it may not be the case. If we don't understand the ebbs and flows, then we may misread, misinterpret periods of our life when we aren't fully engaging with all the wonder and the beauty and the love that there is. So in any one incarnation, we may be in various periods of expansion or quiescence. Just like the seasons, periods of expansion and quiescence, all valuable and important periods. So in any one moment, somebody near us may be experiencing expansion. Somebody near us may be experiencing quiescence. We may be experiencing the opposite. And we may misread what is happening for that individual. So it is good for us to understand that these ebbs and flows are happening and that there is a reason that they are, that this is the way of the universe. There is a breathing out and a breathing in. Contemplate that these ebbs and flows can play out over multiple lifetimes, multiple incarnations, and that an individual may be having a lifetime where there is much to be done. There has been constructed a set of circumstances and conditions whereupon the individual may do much to grow or contribute or serve or experience. And then there may be times for entire incarnations or series of incarnations where it is a time for consolidation, less movement, more internal consolidation and strengthening along a limited set of energetic priorities. And so somebody that is quite advanced spiritually may look relatively inactive compared to somebody who is not so spiritually advanced, who is having a period of expansion and busyness. And there is nothing we can do about these cycles except to understand that they are there and minimize the adverse reactions that the personality, the earthly vehicle may have. And adverse reactions can happen in periods of growth and expansion. This can be a most problematic time for somebody that overreads what this means for them. This can play into over empowerment of the lower self. This could lead to minor or major delusions of grandeur. These can be very powerful. And there may be karmic implications later on. The person who overplays their sense of self within moments of expansion. Contemplate it is a most interesting journey. It's most difficult to read the true position, point of attainment, moment of ebb or flow of ourselves, let alone anyone else. It's most good and valuable to grasp these ideas. Contemplate that the whole of humanity will have these ebbs and flows, groups within humanity, groups on particular rays or within particular ashrams will have periods of expansion, that will have periods of contraction or quiescence. The energies do not flow constantly and in the same place. The energies ebb and flow like the tides. And the Tibetan points out that the tides are an excellent visual analogy, example of ebb and flow. Contemplate that eventually we understand these ebbs and flows in a way that allows us to separate ourselves from the adverse possibilities and potentials within that. Every moment is an opportunity for growth if we can but understand who we are within the moment that we are in and find the higher path, find the more soul-centered path. What we may find is that those that are still consciously centered within the earthly vehicle, polarized, led by the earthly vehicle. These may possibly be more influenced by, say, the influences of the moon and the cycles of the moon. What we might find is that people that are more soul-centered are influenced by the cycles of their own soul. And these constitute very different ways of being. Everyone that ends up soul-centered has been through the other path. So this is a reason for patience, non-judgment, love, understanding, inclusiveness. We're all a part of the same organ within the body of the manifested God. We are all a member of humanity. It is good for us to know that each part of that complex earthly organ that is humanity, every part of that is important. Every part of it is going through its own evolutionary moment, its own cycle of growth. And that the ebb and the flow is a part of the steady incremental movement forward of all parts. To contemplate the importance of understanding ourselves so that we may understand everyone else and foster the ideals of inclusiveness, of a global community, of a care for all the other kingdoms that we share the body of God with. They're all parts of the manifested body of God. Everything that you can see or perceive, they're all parts of it. So as we move out of the meditation, consider using this knowledge and understanding to promote peace within yourself. Know that when things are quiet or we're a little unsure, there may be absolutely nothing wrong. Learn to distinguish between the reactions of the earthly vehicle and the reality of the life that we are. So I thank those beings of the light that support our meditations. We're always grateful. Whether we sense your presence or not, you can sense our gratitude. We are warmed by your consideration of our efforts. Father, Mother, God, Creator of all things, we are a part of your manifested self. We are a part of the consciousness that flows through that manifested self. We are most grateful for this opportunity. It is a most interesting existence. And may we feel the love that you would have us feel as often as is possible. We honor the divine in all. Thank you.